What is going on, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Into the Triangle podcast. Today, for the trade deadline, I had to bring out the big guns. I've had this guy. This is my closer. He's been in the pen. He's been warming up for this moment, and we're bringing him out now. I want to welcome my friend Neffy to the show. Lifelong Red Sox fan, longer than me. I got on the wagon late, way too late. I mean, he was there for the
Oh yeah.
2018 season. I
Oh
hopped
yeah.
on way later. God damn it. Um,
Yeah,
but
this peak, man.
yeah, Neffy, how you doing, man?
We're living. We're alive after that deadline.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of a numbness that's like I found that when the deadline ended and we didn't get Joe Ryan and all we got were Dustin May and Steven Matz, that like I just kind of I wasn't even like I didn't feel any pain. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like I've been through this window for ever since 2021. It's been this same story every
Yeah,
deadline.
yeah,
And now it's just like it's another wave of it, and by this time I knew what to expect. We're gonna be breaking down, who the Red Sox acquired in this deadline, got a couple pitchers, what the implications are for the team, all that stuff, some thoughts about Breslow. I'm sure there'll be plenty of thoughts about Breslow. Also sure there'll be a
yeah.
lot of thoughts on Joe Ryan too. So let's
Um,
just get started. All right, so let's just talk about like the honest what the Red Sox actually got at this deadline. Yesterday they traded for Steven Matz, got him for Blaze Jordan, who I believe was the number 19 prospect
yeah,
according to Baseball America. Matz is a pitcher who, the Red Sox wanted to get as a starter, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, ended up signing with the Cardinals. He's in the last year of his deal. Got kicked into the bullpen this year after really being bad for St. Louis for a few years. And so far this year, a 3.44 ERA, 55 innings pitched, a 118 whip. Like, you know, good numbers, not nothing that'll blow you away, but he's a good pitcher. This is obviously before this trade was made yesterday, before we knew like what the would happen, that we
yeah.
wouldn't get anything else. Um, so 98th percentile walk percentage. Like this guy doesn't walk anyone, doesn't give up barrels. His expected ERA is elite, but he's not really going to strike anyone out. He's got a pretty good fastball, kind of sinker. Neffy, what are your thoughts on Matt's, what they gave up, and where you see him fitting in?
I mean, when it comes to Mats, I mean, yesterday talking about it, one inning reliever. I mean, he's not the highest leverage guy. We're talking, what is it, 3, 4 ERA. I
Hmm.
mean, not bad, right? The thing is with that trade, I think, um, at the time I didn't mind it because obviously we didn't know what the deadline brought for us in store. We thought we were getting the number two starter, the bat, etc. With that not happening, I mean, it kind of puts these guys in a tough spot because that's all the Red Sox acquired, and I mean, this front office has been preaching this whole time. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. And Max is a good pitcher, right? The potential's there. I really think that Bailey and the crew will be able to, put a lot of work into him. Because he's a good arm, and the under the hood metrics look good. It's just it wasn't a priority, man. Like in my opinion, the priority was a number two, and I mean it works. It gives us bullpen depth, but I mean
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
it's
what
just
else to say.
yeah. I mean, it's a frustrating. I mean, like this move in a vacuum is a totally fine move. Like I think giving up Blaze Jordan is a fine piece to give up. Like he was never gonna fit in to what this team wanted to do. What they wanted to build here in the future. If they thought that he could have been like a legitimate major league first baseman, they probably would have brought him up already.
Years.
Um, like he's never gonna fit in anywhere. There's no real worry. Um, Matt's, you look at his numbers, he's got a sinker that his it's his primary pitch. I mean, he throws his sinker 60% of the time. Like this is a heavy sinker baller, curveball, changeup type pitcher. And as far as every pitch goes, the sinker is pretty good, a 258 batting average, but the slug is really low. And the guys are not hitting it hard, only a 333 slug. The curveball is pretty good too, a 188 batting average, 292 slug, but his changeup and slider are just atrocious. His changeup, 333 batting average, 238 expected batting average, but the slug is at like a 550. And his slider, he's only thrown it 18 times this year. His slider, a 500 batting average, 1,000 slug on that slider. So I guess he just doesn't throw it anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah, this guy's a three pitch mix. Uh, you know, it kind of I found this interesting when you look at Baseball Savant. It can show you like similar pitchers to Steven Matz based on like his what he throws, what he gets on his pitches. Looks like one of the comps is Justin Wilson, who's obviously a lefty that's already in the pen. So you wonder if Breslow looks at this and says, "Well, this is similar to a pitcher that we already have, who we've been able to work and make effective. Maybe Matz, we can bring something out of him too." Um, but yeah, like you said, there's really not much to talk about. Like it's a deal. It's a good reliever.
It's an upgrade.
It's
It's
an
an
upgrade.
upgrade,
Yeah,
right?
like he's gonna make the pen good. He's gonna make it well, not like the pen hasn't already been good, but he's gonna make the
Yeah.
pen better. And like that's fine, but it kind of hurts when it's one of two moves and the other move isn't something seismic. We're actually gonna get to that other move right now because it's Dustin May. This was happening at the very end where for those of us Red Sox fans that were watching like the Jared Carrabis live stream, he was essentially saying, okay, well, he was kind of hitting at it. He never really said it outright, but he was saying, well, Dustin May is done. Like the Dustin May trade is finalized, and then they're working really hard on Joe Ryan. And so when Dustin May comes through, you're like, okay, Dustin May's cool, whatever. Let's go get Joe Ryan. Obviously, Joe Ryan doesn't work. It seems like that's going to be an off-season thing. Um, but Dustin May is the starting pitcher he's the headliner of the deadline for the Red Sox.
Let's
Yeah.
give you some numbers real quick. The cutter has a 520 average, slider with a 217 average, sinker with a 285 average, but the four seam 111.
Yeah. And Red Sox, they love working that fastball. Like, I mean, how many times have we seen the Red Sox pick a guy that's like, or take a guy that's like, this guy only has a good fastball and we're just going to make it work? So like, that kind of fits. Uh, man, I mean, it feels worse when like the Red Sox just played this guy a week ago and they teed off on him. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, it's not.
Like,
I saw the cutter is king tweet. Oh
oh man,
man,
it's
that
it's
was
it's bad.
Jesus.
It's bad. Listen, all things considered, Dustin May is an improvement over Walker Bueller and
Yep.
Dick Fitz. Like that's just a fact. He
It
is
was needed.
better.
It
Yeah,
was
he is better
especially
than them.
Dobbins confirmed out for the season. I don't know if
Hmm.
you saw, but he's on the 60-day now. Like
Yep.
he's out of here. So we needed a five man. Bueller, he's up and down right now. Richard Fitz, I think I'm kind of out on Richard Fitz right now. It's an improvement at the number five spot, but again, your 2 through 4 pitchers. Giolito, his hot streak is slowing down. Giolito's slowing down. He had this little hot streak going. It's kind of getting back to earth a bit. Bayo's still putting up numbers. He's still going strong.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
and to the Ryan thing, and it's true, we could go for him in the offseason. It'll definitely be a lot cheaper. I feel like when the deal does come out, it'll be a bit justified why Craig didn't do it. I hope so.
Yeah.
But again, it's the problem that that's all we had, right? Like we
Yeah.
didn't. The one thing I took from this trade deadline that hurts the most. Look at what the other teams in the division did during the deadline. Like
Yeah.
these are postseason contenders. These are teams you're going to be playing to fight for that wild card spot. They improved. Yankees got like 8 players.
And like three like elite bullpen arms. Like they
Like
added
they
Doval, they added
balls
Bednar.
to the wall.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, Are the Yankees more win now than the Red Sox are? Yeah, they are. Like the Red Sox are much younger. The Yankees are way more expensive. They are more win now than the Red Sox. I'm not gonna deny that,
See,
but
see,
yeah,
my problem with that is, and I hate to bring this up, but it has to be said. You traded away Rafi. You got rid of that contract. They said they were going to use it at the deadline. They
yeah.
said this trade is going to set us up right for the deadline, and you got nothing. One of the pieces we got from the trade, we sent him to where Tibbs go, the
To the Dodgers
Dodgers.
for May. Yeah.
Like it's just not a good look, man. It's not a
It,
good look.
if you want to go in depth on it, the Red Sox traded Rafi for a year of Dustin May, for Kyle Harrison, who is not at the big leagues. It's going to be interesting to see, like whether they force him up. Like,
Oh,
do they
they
just
need it.
decide? Like,
Yeah, we need it.
they get Hicks, who, I mean, I'm sorry, Jordan Hicks, but like, you're kind of ass, man. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like,
All right. All right. All right.
like,
He's not ass,
I,
but he's
I mean, he's had
yeah.
some.
It's
There's
rough. It's rough.
he is the bullpen. Agree or disagree? He's the bullpen arm that when he comes out, I'm most scared to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
like
yeah.
definitively. Like, and you have
Like
Alcala.
he's the current Kelly. I think he's like Kelly.
He's the current Kelly. As a matter of fact, like him
I
and
might be more
Kelly,
confident in Kelly
it,
than Jordan Hicks.
like we've seen Kelly, like at least at one point or another, step up to the moment. And I know a lot of people were on his ass for the Minnesota game on Monday, where I like blew the save. That is kind of like out of his control. Like
I don't count that game.
he pitched 35 pitches the day before, comes out the next day, is already warmed up, and then he goes into a rain delay for an hour and a half, and then gets warmed up again, and then has to go out and pitch. That's unfair. But like there are other times where this guy comes out and it's like he can't
He
throw
blows
strikes.
up.
He
He
can't throw
blows up.
strikes, and it's so now. And also they got Jose Bayo, who is like in single A right now for like the FCL or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the Red Sox, and you're seeing another thing that I want to bring up too is you're seeing some of these deals go down like at the deadline, and they are way better than what the Red Sox got for Rafael Devers. Like
Oh, dude.
the Orioles
Again,
got way more for Ramon Laureano and Ryan O'Hearn than the Red Sox got for Rafael Devers.
I I think I texted you this too. I was like, they should have waited until the deadline. I know, and obviously, him getting traded, I think, did the team good. Right? They
Mm-hmm.
brought the clubhouse spirit up. The team's been playing well. But think about the hole you could have gotten if you had Rafi on the market. And I know he's slumping with the Giants. He's slumping,
Yeah, but
but
he wouldn't have slumped here.
he wouldn't have slumped here. He wouldn't have slumped here.
Yeah.
And I mean, a bat like that, all-star bat, postseason bat, crazy stats in the postseason. You could have gotten a haul for him, man. And I
Mm.
get it. It's pretty obvious they wanted to get rid of that salary. The Giants were the only team offering, but I mean,
Yeah.
could that have been the difference maker in something like a Joe Ryan deal? Like, you never know. You never know. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's tough. And also, before I get to my next point, because I do have like a lot, there's a lot that we have to talk about like Craig Breslow,
oh yeah,
about the playoffs. There's a lot to talk about. I just want to bring up this quote here. This is from Tim Healy. Shout out, follow him on Twitter. He's got some good like quotes from Cora and all that.
yes, sir.
Craig Breslow on fan sentiment. Now, Craig Breslow is doing his press conference right now as we record this. Quote. Hang on, wait. It just closed. Okay, hang on. Okay, quote. I understand the frustration and disappointment. There's not a lot of sympathy for how hard we tried to get deals across the line. I understand that. We believe we have a really young, exciting, talented team. End quote. So I listen, I'm at least happy to see like Breslow obviously go out in front of everybody and be like, listen, we could tell everybody how close we got to getting Joe Ryan and there just wouldn't be sympathy for us. Um, I understand that, but it's a tough sentiment still. So you kind of brought up how like these contenders around us improved. Like if you look at, so we can agree that there are like seven legitimate contenders for the playoffs in the AL. The
Mhm.
Tigers, the Blue Jays, the Astros, the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Mariners, and the Rangers. Six of those teams got substantially better, and the only team that didn't get substantially better was the Red Sox.
I mean, even the Rangers, man. Like, bro,
Yeah,
remember when it was the MV Red Sox in the Joe Ryan deal or the Kelly deal? I forgot which deal it was. I was
Kelly.
horrified.
Yeah.
I was horrified. If they got Joe Ryan, I think that's it for our season or our postseason because
Yeah.
that's who we're competing against now. Is the Rangers. We're neck and neck with the Rangers in that last spot, man.
Now
And
the one good thing for the Red Sox is that like the Rangers and Mariners start a 4 game series tonight. So
yeah,
the hope is that they just kind of cannibalize each other. Um, but the Red Sox schedule doesn't get easier. Like it just doesn't. And you're going to be facing
man.
teams that improved to a substantial degree.
Dude,
You know, you got this series with Houston coming up where you got Correa
playing the
and
Padres, dude.
yeah,
Padres went balls to the wall
even
this deadline.
Even the Royals got better. Like the
Royals
Royals
went good.
got better. The Marlins, the Orioles, whatever. You can sleep on the Orioles. I don't care. And then Yankees, Orioles, Pirates. Like you're gonna have to really beat the Marlins, Orioles, the Pirates. Now, once again, honestly, I don't fear the Yankees. We've beat ass on the Yankees before. I'm not scared to play them. But
Yeah,
it just goes without saying that like it says a lot to to the league and to your team when other teams are getting better and you're staying the same. Um, okay, so I have a question. I'm gonna ask you a question because I kind of want to start going back and forth here. We can ask each other questions, like a little therapy session, if you will. Um, do you think Craig Breslow has a do you think if Craig Breslow got fired today that it would be justified?
um, maybe
It's tough.
it wouldn't shock me at all if he did, because I mean he made the Raffy trade. I know it was a very bold trade of his, and I feel like everyone was saying, okay, but wait till the deadline. Right? See what Craig's got in the kitchen. Obviously, the entire build up to the deadline, he was saying, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to buy. We're going to buy. We're going to buy. He didn't. And let's say now this team can't hold up, right? The rotation gives out. Let's say the bats get cold. We're out of the playoffs. Don't be shocked if we get a new GM this offseason. Don't be shocked.
Yeah.
Don't be shocked. And I can't really say that I've been impressed with Breslow this year. I mean, okay, the offseason, I'll give him Crochet. I'll
Bregman.
give him Narv. Bregman, yeah, he didn't want Bregman.
Yeah,
He didn't
that's
want.
fair. He didn't want Bregman, but he did. I mean,
He signed
he
him,
did
but he
put
didn't want.
$40 million on the table. So like he deserves a little bit of credit. But you could also argue, is that John Henry more so than Breslow?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think John really wanted Bregman. Breslow, I mean, the metrics were telling him otherwise. He didn't want Bregman. Henry wanted Bregman. I guess you could somewhat give Breslow that. I mean, I won't argue that.
Yeah.
Narv was a good pickup. Chapman, amazing pickup. Like he had a good offseason.
Yeah.
But during the season, I mean, going back to spring training, the whole Raffy situation, I mean, I feel like the conversation's never going to die until he retires. Like the way it was handled during spring training, coming into the season, trading him off like that, and then now this deadline. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say I'm impressed. Like I just can't. I'll again. He has his upsides. Extended Crochet, extended Campbell, hopefully extends Anthony and Marcelo.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
mean,
can we
this
also
matters, dude.
can we also criticize him for not bringing up Anthony earlier? Is that a
Yeah,
fair
man,
criticism?
it was handled horribly.
I mean, now that
Handled
he's
horribly.
up and like he's so good. Like it's crazy how good he is to be 20 years old and to like be this good off rip.
He
Cuz
probably will win Rookie of the Year still.
it's going
I
to be
would
tough.
not be shocked.
It's going to be tough. Him and Nick Kurtz are
Nah, they could
elite. Uh I'm trying to see here.
home
Uh
runs.
Castillo is tweeting uh okay. So Jared Carabas obviously was talking about like the Joe Ryan deal was very close. Castillo keeps saying that it wasn't. And he says that he has multiple sources with the Twins that said that in their eyes the deal wasn't close at all.
Mm. I want to see
So
the deal, man.
we will probably know within the next week or so what the offer was. I mean, and I imagine it'll probably be like
I
Arias.
think Duran was on the table.
You think Duran was on the table?
I think Duran was on the table. It's either Duran was on the table or it's one of our top prospects.
I think it probably would have been Arias, Garcia, and several others. So that would have been two top 100 guys.
They're
And
not taking that for Joe Ryan, man.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying I think that's what the deal would have been. I don't maybe they
If
put Duran on the
that
table, but I would be surprised.
if that was the deal, I'm not impressed. I'm not
Well, I
impressed.
mean, that's what you got. Like
I'm not
and
impressed.
Breslow did kind of say that. He said, other teams have to like what you offer. Like, you can't make teams like what you have. They're gonna see in your guys whatever they see. Um, so maybe that's what he was alluding to. Like, hey, we have these prospects that we were offering them that we thought were really good, and they were like, this is it. Like, this is all you got. Because like with the Crochet deal, it was so easy to say, well, okay, well, we want Crochet, so here's Braden Montgomery and Kyle Teal, who are like two top 50 guys. But now, the big three's up. They're up in the majors, except for Christian Campbell, but he's no longer a minor leaguer anymore. Or no longer a prospect anymore. And so like you don't have that farm to deal from. So I don't I really don't know what the Red Sox would have offered that would have gotten it close. At least in their eyes, they thought it was close. But clearly it wasn't. So
Um, I mean, dude, Joe Ryan, potential ace at the deadline. That offer had to have been insane. Like, there's a major difference between these deadline deals and the offseason deals, man. These
yeah,
deadline deals, I mean, you can always praise and say, oh, we'll get them in the offseason. It'll be a lot easier in the offseason. A lot easier in the offseason. But at the deadline, we're talking Twins probably wanted major league talent.
probably.
They probably wanted major league talent. And it wouldn't shock me if they wanted an outfielder. Bregman, like, I don't know,
Well,
but
they sold. They sold like crazy.
they sold.
They sold
And
big time. If anything, the Twins leave this deadline as one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball. Like they are bad. They sold a
oh yeah.
lot. I don't know. Like they
And you're
gave
talking
away.
about players with
Yeah,
control. Jaron Duran has control for
he
a
has
few
control.
years. Not
Man,
many people on this team. I mean, say Don, he wasn't going anywhere. Willier, maybe. Again, I think he has 2 years of control. Jaron Duran, I think, has also, or I think Willier has 3 years of control. Jaron Duran has 2 years of control. You got some controlled outfielders. I really think that they wanted one of them on the table, or even someone like KC. Like I think they were just asking for way too much, and the Sox just weren't going to bite the bullet. Which again, I understand, and I wouldn't be mad, but no other deals were really made that just kind of wowed me. Like, oh wow, we got this guy. Like,
yeah.
especially with how close the AL East is, especially heading into the schedule we got. I mean,
Hmm.
Christ got faith in the boys, man.
Well, if you're looking for any interesting news, the Red Sox have promoted infielder Mikey Romero to AAA. Mikey is a guy who, a couple years ago was a number one round one pick. So, I mean, this is a guy who the Red Sox have been hoping would come along. It looks like he's finally making his way up. So good for him. I'm sure some of the minor league depth that was cleared out gives him that opportunity. I wonder if they work him out at first base, but KC's there. I have a couple interesting things here that I noticed on Savant. I want to get your thoughts on this. Something interesting. The numbers for Dustin May. Savant has these pitchers that they're similar to. Uh, his movement and velocity on his pitches is similar to this year Brian Bayo. So you wonder if what Breslow has done with Bayo and Breslow and Bailey really have done with Bayo really like turned his season around, turned his career around, have changed his approach. You wonder if they see similar stuff with May and they think that they can tool that into something that would like actually, kind of make him more effective. And also something interesting. And also I wanted to say that his stats this year, at least under the hood stuff, is similar to Charlie Morton this year, who we knew that they had at least some degree of interest in. So
Yeah.
interesting to look at there as well. Matt's, you know, just another guy, like I said, similar to Justin Wilson as far as numbers go, and we know that they like him. So, I mean, does it kind of feel like the Red Sox brought in projects? I would say so. I think the Red Sox probably feel like they brought in Justin May, especially as a project. Now, listen, I know that this episode's a lot of doom and gloom, so I'm going to be positive here for a second. I think Dustin May is intriguing. He's still only 27 years old. He's a free agent this year, but like if you can work Dustin May into something that you like, let's say you take him and kind of mold him into that Brian Bayo type build that you've been trying to do, that like you think maybe you can make him, and he ends up like being really effective down the stretch for you and you make the playoffs. This is a guy who you can extend in the offseason and can be here for a while if you actually like what he does. So
Yeah.
that's the one piece I can take away from this, but you know what? We're kind of running out of time here. So this is how we'll end this. Obviously a disappointing deadline. It's very clear that we're both not happy. I'll ask you two questions. First, I want you to grade this deadline. Second, do you think the Red Sox are a playoff team?
Um. Well, I want to say F, but I can't. Right. So I'll give him a D minus. Um. Again, as disappointing as it was, you still improved. I mean, we got a number five, pretty solid looking number five. We got a relief option. You improved. Now, is it to the level most have wanted? No, but you improved. Um, and to the Tanner Houck to the 60 to the other question, um, I think we are. I think we still are. This team definitely has what it takes to make a run. We've been playing some pretty good teams. We haven't been swept any of the series. We took a series against the Dodgers, reigning champions. We got what it takes, but I feel like the problem is every team that we're facing for it has drastically improved while you're kind of in the same spot. So I think it comes down to gonna have to just thug it out with the boys. I mean, if anything happens, if an injury happens, it's kind of cooked.
It's
But
raps. It's
um,
raps.
we traded away our first base depth. Um, so I mean,
Yeah,
it's just hope and pray, right? We'll
bro.
see.
If like Carlos Narvaez rolls his ankle trying to go for a foul ball, like the season is
Blake
over.
Sable's here. Blake Sable, come back.
Come on up, buddy. Sebi Zavala. Let's go, buddy.
Oh, don't even, don't even.
Uh,
What do
you
you think?
know,
What do you think?
I said this on Twitter, so there is receipts. I also think it's a D minus. This is a D minus deadline. Like you did just enough. Like the only way it would be an F is if you stayed exactly the same or got worse,
Right.
and you didn't. So like I have to give you the credit there, like the very little credit that you deserve. But you brought in a good reliever and an average starter, and you did not change how this team feels in any way. uh, you you're sitting here, and I don't think there's a single Red Sox fan in the world right now that's happy with what this team did. I don't think Craig Breslow is happy with what this team did. I
Um,
think Craig Breslow probably with an hour to go thought that Joe Ryan was going to be on this team. I can't imagine that he's excited with how things turned out, where Dustin May is the only legitimate improvement that was made. Because as much as I think Matz is a good player, you're not improving much. Like you have so many guys that are like Matz, like a
it's
lefty
just
long
depth.
inning guy.
It's
It's
depth.
depth. May is the only minor improvement that you've made. Um, and I don't think Craig Breslow probably put his head on the pillow last night and thought that this is how today was going to go.
I think they were set on run. I really think they because they were in on Merrill Kelly, but I didn't really see many reports that they were in on many players. I think they were all in on Kelly or Ryan,
Yeah.
and it just didn't happen.
Nothing on Alcantara. Nothing on.
Nothing, nothing,
It was weird. It was a weird day. Like it
nothing
was.
on O'Hearn.
Yeah. Nothing on O'Hearn. It was very quiet until like 5 o'clock, and then things got crazy at 5 o'clock.
I
Um,
told you, bro.
like
Them last minute trades, man.
bro, like from 5:45 on, there was a trade like every 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was
It
crazy.
it was ridiculous.
Passing was blowing up my feed. It was great.
And not to mention that at that point we were both watching the Jared Carrabba's live stream with Jared being like, Joe Ryan's coming down to the wire. Joe Ryan is right here. Joe Ryan is close, and we're just sitting there sweating it out.
Dude,
Um,
did you see the Fox tweet yourself, or did someone else show you? Because I saw it myself, and I
I
was
I
like,
saw it
"Who-
after the fact. That low
who-
key is the biggest loss of the deadline. The
we got
fact that
trolled, bro."
Yahoo Sports also tweeted that is hilarious, and then you got Marino Pepin. Bro, Marino Pepin is so funny because like he'll just randomly tweet like in Spanish like Joe Ryan is a Red Sox. And then it's
No,
like
he tweeted that. He tweeted
I
that.
know, and I'm just like what like you don't know anything. Why are you talking?
It's just Fox, man. Like Fox. That's like the sports broadcasting station outside of ESPN,
I know.
and you drop the ball on that. Then Yahoo Sports. I mean, to be fair, who cares about Yahoo Sports? But like, these are two major sports broadcast companies.
The fact that no one double checked.
We didn't think we had to. Fox tweeted it.
Okay. According to John Morosi, the Red Sox got quote pretty close to landing Joe Ryan at the deadline, but couldn't get over the finish line.
I
So
need to know what that means, man. I
so
don't know if I'll take that. I'll take that word, man. I gotta know what
that's
they mean by that.
yeah, that's the second reliable source that we've seen say that the Red Sox were right there, and then we also have Chris Cotillo saying it was never close, and I think Alex
Because
Spear is also saying it was never close. So you essentially
yeah,
have
like
people talking against each other.
you're hearing two sides. Because on the Twins side of things, I saw some reports the Twins just think it was close at all.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Red Sox were probably like,
And
we got Joe Ryan.
there's one thing that I hate. I saw this quote from the Breslow interview. And I don't know if he meant it this way, but it's just the way it's worded. I think he said something along the lines of, "Oh, teams have to like what we're offering."
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the sound of that. Like the old saying
essentially
goes,
saying
it takes two to tango, man. It
he
takes
said
two to tango.
he essentially said, "Listen, man, I don't have shit to work with, and I'm just trying to make it work.
Look,
I'm trying to put it
look,
together."
look. You can't say that. They have to like what I'm giving them. No, it takes two to tango, bro.
Oh my god, I don't
Hey,
even know.
they
Man.
were saying in the last 5 minutes, desperately trying to get Joe Ryan. What does that mean to Craig Breslow? What is the desperate try for Joe Ryan? Is it a major league talent?
Bro, and all the different reports too were like there were like 10 different people that were saying, "Oh, well listen, what we're doing is like the Red Sox are getting close. They really want Joe Ryan. They're trying hard. They're going all in. It's
Oh,
getting
dude,
close."
it was
And like
insane.
everybody was tweeting it, and it felt like it might happen. And then with about 5 minutes to go, I just got this hunch where I'm like, this is if it didn't happen by now, it's not gonna happen, I don't think. So that's just where we're at. And honestly, I think that's where we're gonna have to end it because we are running out of time. But man, just like the most disappointing deadline, it kills the vibes. Red Sox start a series against the first place Houston Astros tomorrow.
Oh, they got Carlos Correa.
So keep an eye out for that. We'll be here to cover the series after. And I want to thank Neffy for joining me. I was obviously a suck ass thing to talk about, or essentially brought him in to talk about like a passing away of a loved one. Like
Hey,
that's
we
what it kind
cry
of feels
together,
like.
man. We cry together.
We do cry together. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously leave a like. Please comment like what in the world happened? Like comment any of your thoughts. If you want to use the comments as like a therapy session, just get out anything that's on your mind, please. I will be happy to listen. I'd be happy to guide you through it. Ultimately this team could be okay. There's a chance that this team still makes the playoffs. But it's not as big as you'd like it to be after the deadline. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy your evening. Keep your peace. Like watch a movie. Go to bed early. Go get some pizza or something. Just get your mind off the Red Sox, man.
Eat
I'll
some
see you guys.
pastry.
Yeah, for real. Go out get some like soft serve. It's a rainy day in New England, but hey, like make it work. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys. Peace out.